up, everybody? Michael, Jimmy Reviews here today with something a little different for you guys. You guys been asking for some comparisons, and I figure, the Vaporfly's out, the ZoomFly's out. You guys all want to know what's better, the ZoomFly, the Vaporfly, the ultraboost, that shoe, that. Well, I'm gonna tell you. So chill. All right. So right here we got the Vaporfly 4%, and right here we got the ZoomFly. So what is the difference? Well, just off the bat, this here is meant to be a racing shoe. Even in the insole it says racing. The Vaporfly is gonna be a lot lighter, a lot more nimble, breathable. It's gonna be just the lightest weight package you can get to go fast. Whereas in this shoe, this is gonna be more so of a daily trainer. It's still pretty light and it's still pretty fast. On the spectrum of daily trainer and racer, this is somewhere closer to the trainer, whereas the Vaporfly is gonna be all the way on the race side. Now, people use shoes however they want. Some people will race in this, some people will run in this every day, some people will race in this. So it's not so much as is you can only get this shoe for this shoe and this shoe for this shoe. You can only use it for this purpose. No, people use shoes for whatever they want to use for it. Some guys might wear it to look good in. As running shoes, they're pretty sick. As casual shoes, you would never catch me wearing these on the street. The Pegasus, sure. These, just too much going on. So the uppers are pretty similar. You're gonna have the fly wire on the ZoomFly to kind of help the lockdown. This one kind of has an interlacing loop kind of through the fly mesh, which it works, so that's probably the biggest difference between those two. The next is gonna be the structure of the shoe. Because this is considered more of a training shoe, it's gonna be a lot more structured. And so you can't really, right now I'm pushing it in. It's definitely there. Whereas in this shoe, you can bend it all the way down. And this one's gonna be just for racing, like I said in my review. This one's not the most stable shoe, but once again, it's a racing shoe. So it's meant to go fast as possible with the least amount of weight. Then obviously the main difference is gonna be the technology. This one's gonna have the Lunar. You guys know about Lunar. It's gonna have the new technology of ZoomX. It's gonna be a lot more like Boost. I hate to say the Boost comparison, but it's essentially what it feels like, except a little more, not as much give as far as sinking in, but you get a lot of bounce back.
Yeah, but you're not a bounce back.
A lot of response out of it. A lot of energy return. I hate saying energy return, but you get some energy return. I'm telling you, I cannot wait until they put this into other shoes. When it's not $250. $250. Who has that? And just to save time, Vaporfly ultraboost. Once again, real quick. Racing shoe, long distance cushion trainer. Racing shoe, long distance, say it with me guys, race. This thing's gonna weigh a lot more. This thing weighs, just holding in my hands, I'm exaggerating, but twice the weight. It's clear that this one's a lot lighter. As far as cushion, I think this one's gonna be a little more cushioned. If I had to go for a long run, I'm gonna take this for my long runs. This is gonna be for my fast days. I could do a run in the shoe. I could do a fast tempo, maybe a 3 or 4 mile run, but kind of on the extreme ends of heavy, high cushion, fast, lightweight speed shoe. So you want to compare it because the technologies are similar, but in these shoes exactly, they're not so much alike. They have different purposes. Now, if you had this versus the Adios, it's more of a racing type style. But you guys don't want the Adios, you guys want the ultraboost. Because if I put the Adios, no one would click it. If I put the ultraboost, I'll get 500 people saying, yeah, which one's better? But I think we all should just thank Adidas for this, because without this shoe happening, and as big as it got, I don't think Nike would have did this. Sometimes it takes pressure from other companies to make this stuff happen. At the end of the day, as runners, we're winning. We're getting better technology. We're paying the highest price for these shoes, $180 and $250. That's ridiculous. But, it is what it is. All right, guys, so the ZoomFly, Vaporfly, ultraboost, that's kind of the gist of it. So a quick recap, the ZoomFly, lightweight trainer. The ultraboost is gonna be your high cushion trainer. Vaporfly 4%, your lightweight racer. That's the difference, guys. So depending on what your needs are, make your choice. All right, guys, subscribe to the channel. If you haven't seen the reviews, obviously the ZoomFly, Vaporfly reviews are out. And real quick, shout out to Thomas for believing the run. The guy gave me a little shout out on his Instagram. It was a pretty fangirl moment, but it's what's up. So shout out to you guys. Shout out to the subscribers. Shout out to the guys watching this who's not subscribed, and you should subscribe. Shout out to you guys too. With that said, I'll see you guys in the comment section below.